Hi everybody, I'm Jill from Zero Waste Leeds and also now Give Leeds. And just in case you're wondering where Give Leeds comes into the whole Zero Waste Leeds family, it started with a statistic, which is that in the UK, every single year, we waste £42 million on Christmas gifts that nobody wants. In Leeds, that equates to about £500,000 every year. And we thought, right, if we're telling people that, what could we offer them as an alternative? And we were working at the same time with some amazing small community organisations across Leeds who have really risen to the challenge to support their communities during the pandemic. And fundraising has been a real issue this year with lots of fundraising events cancelled. So we wondered whether we could match those two things up. Don't buy the unwanted Christmas gift, could you give money, time, skills, donations of gifts or food or whatever to these organisations instead? So what we're trying to do is tell some of the stories about how amazing these organisations are. And I'm delighted that we've got Sean from Leeds Irish Health and Homes with us. Sean used to work with Rob and I, so I'm really happy to see you again. It's lovely to chat. And so tell us a little bit about Leeds Irish Health and Homes, what you usually do and how you've adapted during the pandemic.
Sure. So Leeds Irish Health and Homes is a charitable organisation in Leeds set up to help members of the Irish community, but also the wider community in terms of mental health and also people in old age. It's been running for many years now. And kind of when the pandemic came about, there was a call. The Irish community in Leeds is a very close community and there's lots of organisations within it. But when the COVID pandemic hit, there was a need for kind of the organisations, I think, to band together. And that led to us forming the Leeds Irish Communities Initiative, which is Leeds Irish Health and Homes and lots of other organisations, Gaelic teams, the Leeds Irish Centre, Leeds Cultus, which is the Irish Music Association within Leeds, and many more, to kind of band together and kind of share thoughts as to how we could support the community through a difficult time. In lockdown one, if you like, we sent out 300 what we call Craic Packs, which included a taste of home, Ireland, poems and stories from school children, from primary school children in Leeds, things like Barry's tea bags from Ireland, kind of things that we knew would bring smiles to people's faces, especially if they're isolated and lonely. The initial packs were a really great success. So when the second lockdown hit, we launched the initiative for the Christmas Craic Packs, we called them, for which we got some funding from some great organisations, great corporate sponsors, the Irish government, Leeds City Council, as well as lots of individual people who very kindly donated to the fund. And they are going out this week, so to more than 500 addresses around Leeds, so people will get some Christmas goodies, handmade Christmas presents, another Christmas gift, hand sanitizer, kind of everything it feels very 2020 with hand sanitizer, but it's hopefully something that brings smiles to lots of faces for Christmas.
So this is a way of you keeping in touch with your community, because you, along with lots of the other community groups that I've talked to, your services are so essential and they're so needed that they can't stop, can they, during the pandemic? And you've had to find a way of keeping in touch with your community, and you're kind of doing that through the Craic Packs. People, they know you're still there for them and they can contact you. Definitely,
that's right. I think we've had, so for example, we usually have our Tuesday lunch club where people come and have lunch together. We've got a lovely cook, Christine, who makes lots of wonderful meals. And obviously we haven't been able to do that this year. So we've kind of brought what we can online with things like Christine's been doing her cookery corner. We've had Charles O'Donnell, who does PT sessions every Tuesday live on our Facebook. Musicians from the Cultus playing their instruments. Again, it's all kind of, building that sense of community and keeping people in touch despite not being able to have our usual mechanisms for that. But then beyond there, I think people still crave the physical touch. And that was what the Craic Packs brought about, which has been really, really nice to see.
Yeah, I think, and it can be difficult, can't it? Because a lot of organisations have felt like they have lost touch slightly with their community, and are worried about the impact of the pandemic on them. And at least by delivering the Craic Packs, you get to see them and chat to them and make sure they're okay, and presumably pick up if they're not okay.
Definitely, I think that they've been a really good way to get people back in touch as well. So for example, on Christmas Day, everyone who got the Craic Pack for Christmas or is going to get it receives a Christmas present. We're going to have a live opening Zoom for those presents and for people on Christmas Day to have a quick chat. And also a live show on Christmas Day, which, well, it will be pre-recorded, but will be shown live, where we hear from, for example, Leeds United footballers, famous Gaelic players, the Irish ambassador. So it's going to be a really nice touch for things like that. And I think we've operated under the banner of we are many groups, but one community. And I think definitely that's the case within the Leeds Irish community, but also within the wider kind of charitable community. I think it's been very supportive this year, and it's great to see how all of the different organisations have adapted.
Yeah, it's amazing. We absolutely love your Christmas Cracker campaign. It's got the background music is one of my favourite Christmas songs. I know it's a bit controversial, the Pogues, but I absolutely love it. And it just makes you smile and it makes people want to donate. So they can still do that. That's across all of your social media. And of course, people can go to giveleeds.org.uk also and donate. But you're planning ahead for next year as well? That's
right. So I think, like everybody else, we don't expect things to go back to normal when the clock strikes 2021, if you like. So we're planning for, well, we had lots of as I mentioned, very generous donations for the Christmas Cracker Packs. And anybody who'd still like to donate and contribute, any money that's left over will be used towards the St. Patrick's Day Craic Packs for next year.
Well, I can encourage anybody to go and have a look at your Christmas Cracker video. It's a lovely watch. Thank you so much for joining me today, Sean. It's really good to see you, and I know you'll be really busy up to Christmas, but I hope you have a really a lovely Christmas and a very happy and peaceful New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, and you too.